I made it through the week.
The camera.
This is what we do. I would just like to make to note.
Make note?
I would like to make to note.
Yes.
I would like to make a note that to any persons of the masculine gender, unfortunately there will not be any nudist pillow fights going on at this present time in this present sleepover.
But there might be some in blue fuzzy slippers.
Yes, blue fuzzy slippers.
And white fuzzy slippers.
Inappropriate Skype calls. Twilight movie marathons. I'm curious, when did we move to England? Because we're just rattling off
talk English.
I don't know. Sleepovers bring out my English side, even though I do not have an English side at all. I have a Russian side, but I cannot do a proper Russian accent. Short guys make me feel weird. They make me feel like I could beat them up. And this is the way we unplug the socket, unplug the socket, unplug. It's going to the dark place.
It's the only 3-pronged one that we have in the living room.
Okay. Talking English accent. See, there's LeahMouse. I love you, LeahMouse. Alright, now we're good. Is your volume up? Your volume is not up.
It's not up, no.
Wait, volume, go up. No, volume up. Is it working? We'll find out in a moment. It loads. Why do you keep loading? Ha, it's working. Ha. No, we have to reload it. Ctrl R, reload. Ha. How to have a gothic sleepover. Ha. Show up in your spookiest pajamas.
I love the hair.
I was trying to copy that, but it didn't work out because the hairdresser's stupid.
That guy looks like he's from the Addams Family.
Kevin.
Yes, I would like to order 2 large pizzas, cut in the shape of skulls, with extra sauce because it reminds me of blood. And a side of death, please.
Hi, can I get 2 large heart-shaped pizzas with all your most colorful toppings?
A body decomposes how many times faster in water than on land?
What is a gay straight man?
Start again. So how do you get this idea? We just had almost an entire conversation, but I forgot to record it. So start again.
So I decided I would use I bought a fuchsia spotted dress.
You're lucky. You've already got half the costume done. I don't even have any of my costume done. Halloween is a month away.
And I could actually go kind of gothic with it.
Do it.
I'll get a...
Yeah. How am I supposed to get my costume together? I don't know where I can get pleather items.
You'll figure something out.
We should watch more Leah.
Did you know you were recording?
Yeah.
Hi guys! This is going to be an advice video. However, this time, it's not going to be an advice video to you, my loyal and faithful viewers and friends and fans. This video is going to be advice to the people who are bullying me and trolling me, specifically me. This video will not be applicable if you wish to harass anybody other than me. I can only help you out with me. The topics that you guys are using for your bullying and trolling and things like that, they're getting a little old, so I thought that I would give you a list of suggestions.
Except this time when we go to the movies, I am not sitting on the end of the aisle, away from everybody. Because that was just awful. I kept looking down and you guys are all smooshed together and talking and chatting, looking at the movie, and I'm just sitting there going, well, fuck.
Yeah.
That was just oddly depressing, and Jeremy kept looking at me. He kept, like, every time I went to look at you to try and catch your eye, Jeremy was leaning over, so obviously, and just staring at me. And he's just, like, looking over going... with Justin and Billy, and they kept calling things kawaii. They're just like, oh my god, that's so kawaii. And I'm just like, what are you saying? So he spelled it out, and I'm just like, you mean kawaii? And he's just like, my god, you're such a weeaboo. See, he can pronounce Hawaii, but he can't pronounce kawaii, even though it's spelled the exact same way. And then they started doing this chant, weeaboo, 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 over and over for like 5 minutes. I have to read this passage, okay? I would love to know what you're thinking, Xander murmured. Your eyes are so expressive. No, you don't, she muttered. His eyebrows lifted and she heard Sebastian chuckle from across the room.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if you'll allow me to get back to the things I was saying, he said. In answer to your unspoken question, yes, there will be days I prefer you to wear nothing at all. You have a beautiful body, Talia. One I can't wait to avail myself of. Not only do I want to touch you, taste you, fuck you, I want to look at what is mine and appreciate your beauty. She had no idea what to say to that whatsoever. She was too bombarded by the unnerving sensation of imagining his mouth on her skin, his eyes, his cock deep inside her body. Her eyes closed until they were half-lit and a light shiver rolled over her shoulders. Xander pressed his mouth to her bare shoulder. That's right, Talia, he murmured against her skin. Everything you're imagining and more. I promise you. Okay, so when does it get to the good stuff?
Further in.
Where? You need to, like, page 69? Actually, what is on page 69? You know, one of these nasty little stories needs to actually make a simple... Ooh, wait. Page 69. They stopped for her to slip on the flip-flops, and for a moment he stared at the bright pink polish on her toes. For some reason, he loved it. On her, it was perfect. She wore no jewelry. It was a fact he noticed when she arrived, and it was a matter he definitely wanted to correct. There was nothing more he wanted to do than spoil her endlessly and lavish gifts on her. He wanted to drape her in diamonds and make love to her wearing nothing more than the jewelry he had given her. Oh my god, I want a guy like this. I want a guy to lavish me in diamonds and then lavish me. Shaking himself of his fantasies, he stepped onto the terrace. Talia inhaled, blah 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 blah, simmered with pleasure, warm and vibrant like the virus. Hanging out near home was on the island, beautiful. Oh, page 69 is pathetic. Where is... Oh, here. He slid his hands over her belly and down. She sucked in her breath as his fingers glided through the delicate folds and over her clit. Is this you don't want us to see? Such a beautiful, delicate little pussy? Do you know what we'll imagine when we look at you? We'll be imagining how you taste, how good it will feel when you're pushing our dicks into that tight little passage. She swayed and he caught her arm to steady her. Your modesty is endearing, but there's no place for it here. I think Xander had every intention of taking things slow, but the reality is he wants you. We want you. Xander isn't a patient man. He's not going to be satisfied until he's taken you and made you his. I'm sorry, she said huskily. How do you say that? I'm sorry. I'm not being the obedient mistress I promised to be. Is that how she says it? Is that what you see yourself as? His mistress? Her lips turned down. I'm not being derogatory or argumentative. I honestly don't know what I am. No one has told me I don't know my place or who am I. What? Oh, it was the computer. Ha, that was... Suddenly I saw this light going down. It's like, what was that? Your place is here with him, with us. What you are is cherished. This is a good fantasy.
They're steamer parts.
Yeah, well, you need to find those for me later, and I'll fall asleep just reading them. yesterday when we were watching Danny Phantom. We watched this series finale, and right before he goes off and saves the world, and Sam just like, take this ring. I knew you were going to give it to Valerie, but I think it was meant for me. Because her name's engraved on it. So it's like, take it and then promise to come back and give it back to me. Because if you promise, that means there's still a chance you will come back. And I'm just going like, oh my god! You're just like, you have to come back for me. And
So you get hot and heavy on all the cartoons?
Yes! Especially Dan and Sammy. Why do I keep doing that? I keep messing with the Danny and Sam. But it's Danny and Sam. They're like my favorite cartoon couple ever. And oh my god, I remember this.
There once was a Frenchman, Yvonne was his name. Exploring new worlds, he dreamed was his fame. But reading a map was not his forte. So poor Yvonne was soon cast away. Yvonne, of the Yukon, sailing the stormy seas. Yvonne, of the Yukon, no one could hear his pleas.
He soon found himself in a bit of a pickle.
The frigid North Seas proved more than fickle.
Yvonne's navigation would soon cost a
He
price
was knocked overboard
and turned into ice.
Yvonne, of the Yukon, hapless volunteer. Yvonne, of the Yukon, frozen for hundreds of years. 300 years passed, and with some irony,
His king was thought of by monks need to pee.
Yvonne claimed the land for his country's glory, and that's the start of Yvonne's story. Yvonne, of the Yukon, frozen by icy seas. Yvonne, of the Yukon.
Defrosted for you and for me.